Hey. Welcome to the special, spectacular end of the year episode of the Nameless podcast. As always, I have no idea what I'm doing. There's like no real solid plan in life or in this podcast. But I have a general idea, which is an immediate contradiction. Pretty much I just want to look back on the year as it's been and appreciate the good things and then commiserate with all the shit that happened that isn't good. I was gonna make this last night when I was editing footage for a special Christmas video that was gonna go up on Christmas that I recorded yesterday with Dan, except lucky me, I fucked it up and I accidentally made it so there was zero game audio that was recorded. And I'm just now piecing this part together in real time. We spent 10 minutes before even recording trying to make sure the game audio was working. And it still didn't get fucking work. It still was broken. But on the recording side, not the actual hardware. So you fix one hole and then more hole. You're just gonna trip and break your ankle anyway. I don't know. Anyway, crazy year, right? How many games did I play in post? We had, who cares? Let's just focus on the big ones. We had the Zelda one, Banjo-Kazooie, the Sonic series, and then, as of the day that this goes up, The Walking Dead will have also just finished. So, for a year that started in after the summer or whatever, I'm pretty proud of that. I'm gonna say I did good. I don't know how many videos are actually public, but I think in this year I made 80 videos, and before there was only just the fucking Heavy Rain and fucking Star Fox series that me and Dan had from the before times. And then there's 18 or so episodes of God of War just sitting already. I don't know if all 18 are edited or so far, but that series is gonna come out in 2024, or I'm gonna delete my whole channel. Because I would have no excuse at that point. I'm pretty sure me and Dan are gonna beat the game while he's back this time. So the game will have been beaten and all the footage will hopefully be had by by the end of, before January. I think I'm gonna take a big break in January as well. I'm just not gonna upload much because I'm gonna need to be recording stuff for later on in the year, but also I don't know if I have no idea how fucking long or how much work it would take to actually make this video, but I really want to do a best of 2023 and just all the highlights from that. But I feel before that I should at least internally have completed the Banjo-Kazooie best of video, and then maybe also Sonic and Walking Dead or whatever. Just that way it's easier for me to pick out the best parts. Because even that alone, I still have, if I feel like it, to go through all the fucking Versus videos we did. The video I did with Sam, the fucking Zelda, all of that. I did a solo video in Portal. I have so much content I made this year. that I don't have an editor to go through. The editor is me, and the boss isn't paying them. But like, I honestly could not be happier with it. I went through fucking, how old am I? 24 going on 25. Yuck. Like, this is the first thing I've found in my life that consistently makes me feel like living, for lack of a bit, like, just straight up. It's the only thing that's giving me anything to work for. I haven't actually felt like a tug for something in my life as a direction to go into, other than like maybe engineering, but I would consider that a life wasted because I would have almost no joy. And I go for like quality over quantity. So, I don't know. I don't anticipate ever being rich and famous. I just want to have a life that I've enjoyed, regardless of what the rules of society say is a good life. Which is probably going to lead to a lot of hardship and fucking sadness because I won't have any money. But you know what? If I make these videos to make me laugh and it makes even one of you guys laugh, life worth spent. Because fuck, man. I live in America. You think I'm gonna have a financially stable future? No. I'm just gonna try and have as much fun as I can while I have it. Which isn't easy in fucking winter, which it is now. It's fucking gray as shit, and I always forget I have hard seasonal depression up until like mid-season. I'm just like, why don't I feel good? Motherfucker, you're not getting any sunlight, that's why. The only thing you remembered your doctor told you a year ago was you're vitamin D deficient, and you haven't done anything about it. But like, come on. I gotta make videos. No, you need to go outside! Anyway. A sneak preview of the things I want to do next year. I wrote a list of like the main video, like games or videos or whatever that I want to have come out next year. And including series that have already like gone into production, for lack of better terms. Like I just started recording them already. Next year, I want to have God of War finally out, probably in February is my plan. And then at some point, me and my friend Megan are playing through A Wolf Among Us, another Telltale game, because I heard that's getting a sequel. And also I had so much fun recording the Telltale game that like I think those are gonna be a through line on this channel for just me playing games of those line that I haven't done yet. Because I had fun and I feel like they were fun videos. And if I'm getting anything from the analytics, it looks like you guys are enjoying them. Special shout out to not to doing everything in my power to not feed children. That video's got a lot more views than the rest of them. I don't know why. But thank you. And again, like, genuine heartfelt thank you to anyone that's watched any of my fucking videos or like left a comment. I have some people in my life that have like given me direct feedback, and like I can't even begin to phrase, like, you guys are the reason alright, do not form a parasocial relationship with me, because I don't know how to handle those either, and I don't want to get backed into a corner. I can't even say it. Don't love me. As if I need to tell that to anyone. Hell, trauma! Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for, like, fueling my existence by giving me a reason to make videos and make laughs for me and you. After A Wolf Among Us, I have a very special idea for anyone who's a fan of... You know what? No. I'm not going to give you guys any hints. This is just going to be a thing I do. And I'm going to love it because it's really funny to me. Another thing I have in mind is a D&D campaign in the universe of, like, Percy Jackson. Because me and Dan fucking grew up with those books. Fucking playing outside and just, like... We didn't know the word for it yet, but LARPing. Just... Hold on a second. Okay, full pause on that story. I just passed a house whose mailbox had 2. So, like, their address is just 2. But they had it spelled out. It was fucking TWO. And that threw me for such a loop. That is fucking hilarious. I love those people. Anyway, me and Dan loved Percy Jackson. I want to do D&D content. Because I like playing in D&D and I like making shit up and making people laugh. That's the whole point of the channel. So yeah, at some point I'm gonna be listening to the books again, or reading them if I have them lying around still somewhere. And then I'll make up my own stories. We'll go through seasons by books, and hopefully look forward to that in 2024 as well. We could do that over Discord, so if we ever get the ball rolling, that should be a guarantee. No idea about the length and longevity of that, because it'll be my first actual, like, DMing of a proper story that I have to actually have an ending to. But I'm stealing someone else's story, so that probably should make it a lot easier. Cool. Next year I also want to... I don't know if it's gonna be for October. Hopefully I can do multiple. I want to play a horror game with a face cam because I've had this camera for that reason for all these years, and I feel like it's about time to do that. I'm gonna actually make a fucking, like, this is way late in the year now. I'm gonna actually make a fucking, like, Christmas month something to happen this time. Other than fucking Walking Dead, which I guess that ended up being. But there's no theming, so, like, you know what I mean. And then I, like, with no real... I read the last... Alright, I'll say this one. Me and Dan both own armor, or at least, like, medieval helmets and stuff. So expect us to do something with that. I can't say anything more without it, like, spoiling the whole joke. If I didn't already do that. As soon as I said it, I was like, armor is probably the one thing that should have been kept a secret. But I don't feel like bleeping that out, so I'll just be mad at myself, I guess. I was nodding at people walking on the road. Next, I also have some solo series ideas. I want to play either Doom or Sekiro. I don't know which one of them I'm gonna post first, but whichever it does is probably gonna get more love on priority. Because I love both of those games. I think I'll probably play Doom first, because those are chapter-based and don't have to have me just be good. So maybe I'll throw that one later on. This part is not interesting. Anyway, you have those wonderful series to look forward to in the future. I was a little scared to even make this list because, oh no, accountability. But again, there's no rules for YouTube other than don't break the rules of YouTube, which definitely exist. But you know what I hope you know what I'm... Welcome to the podcast. I'm Adam, and I'm fucked. I don't know how to talk. I love the idea of being a voice actor, despite not knowing how to talk or read without just stumbling all the way down the stairs and breaking my spine in 1,000 pieces. But this is the path I've chosen, and be it mirth and merciful or screaming in agony, I'm gonna clock in and do the work. I wonder if you can tell in my eyes during that I just had no idea what the fuck I was saying as I was saying it. Who knows? You do. I don't. I was looking at the road because I'm a good driver. I don't know if I had that idea fucking before I started recording. It was like, I should do a joke where I pretend to crash the car. I don't know if I've made that joke. Have I done that joke already? And then I just continued on my way. New ad segment once I get to a bit of a straightaway because I'm holding a camera and I can't take a fucking... I have to have my hand on the wheel. So, although you may or may not think of yourself as immune to propaganda, you are about to succumb to my overwhelming powers of advertisement. Today's episode is sponsored by Dole lemonade with some brisk tea squirted in it also because it was a little too strong. I passed a car that definitely saw me do all that. But now my throat's not as dry anymore, which is a big plus for me. But now my mouth is full of spit that I had to swallow. What point should I, like, I'm about to get into, like, the citier area, which is going to make me way more self-conscious to talk to a camera while driving, but also I'll have a lot more stuff to focus on while doing that. So I think I'll be picking this part back up at some point in the after part. And I swear to God, if this is a repeat of the fucking episode I recorded last time I tried to drive to the dispensary, which is what I'm doing, by the way. I don't know if I ever said that. I think I just was like, hey, we're in the car on the road. I don't even know if I said that much. Car episode, back to our roots. Yeah. All of that. Today's episode is also sponsored by AUHD. The TikTok thing where you have ADHD and autism, both. All UHD, all DHD. I don't know. It's sponsored by this fucking burp. So take that to the bank, and then they'll just look at you with eyes wide open and say, "Get out." Get out. But yeah, this has been a good year. I had a lot of fucking personal hardships outside of the channel. I fucking lost my car for like a month and a half. Missed you, baby girl. No, my car is non-binary like I am. I don't know if, why wouldn't you guys know this? My car's name is Catalyst because that was written on the inside of the hood on the old car, so that's what the name is for all the cars now. And I really like that name to such a degree that I've thought about changing my own name to Catalyst for a while. But nah. I have to change my name at some point in my life because as a very mask-presenting, deep-voiced, non-binary person who does not want to be a man at all, having the name Adam, the first biblical man, really not doing me any favors. So I think like the closest I've ever come to actually considering it would be either Catalyst or Skull, because obviously I would have to, like, branding, awesome, B, fucking cool ass name, goth as shit, C, for me, I just love skeletons and death and the macabre and all that shit. Macabre. So yeah, I don't know. At some point, but probably not until I don't live in my parents' house. I don't know. But yeah, I lost my car for a while. Fucking had a girlfriend for 2 weeks. That I met through a bunch of Discord friends that also broke up with me like 2 weeks ago, which was honestly probably more heartbreaking because I'm not gonna recount all of the drama. It honestly wasn't even all that bad. It was like I received the message that most of them weren't happy to divorce me from the Discord group, but like it's still devastating, and like I'm gonna miss them and whatever we had, but like, you know, that's their fucking choice and whatever. So yeah, hardships with the year as well, but I lost my virginity to not my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. Don't fucking honk at me, I moved first! I was probably the guy next to me, to the other guy. This is why I was like, I shouldn't be recording in the citier areas. In fact, actually, yeah. We said the personal hardships that I can remember, that I care to remember, because if there was anything worse, fuck off. I don't want to think about it. Continuing with the good parts. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the... So, part 2. I was listening to that while I was driving, and I was like, nah, I can open up part 2 with that little cover. I can probably find like a MIDI version of that song. Alright, confession. When I put in the fucking MIDI version of All Star, it was only supposed to be for the first joke I used it for, and then I just kept using it in that episode because it kept making me laugh. But yeah, welcome back again. It's still me. Same episode for you guys even. Oh, thank you, intelligent people who actually get off of the fucking road when there's a car coming. Thank you. That's so unbelievably rare in this fucking state for some reason. I don't remember exactly where I left off on. I think I was talking about names a bit. But also that I thought of something else that I don't know if I ever said on the channel. Before I landed on being fully non-binary and everything, I thought I was just gonna be like trans and everything, but regardless of the fact that other people's opinions literally don't matter, I don't think I would ever fully pass or anything, or like, and I also enjoy like my deep ass voice. I love the texture of it and everything. So, non-binary. Not a man. I can't be a woman. I'll just do this. I'll just be some fucking little creature in the corner going and like, hopefully that'll attract the right crowd and deter the wrong one. Most likely it's gonna get rid of anyone. Except for like the fucking dog pound. It's like, we got another one. Talking into their fucking thing that they definitely have, because anyway, I really, really wish I could have remembered what I set myself up for with, like, the part 2 of this one. Because I know. I was like, alright, and then when I come back, I'll talk about this. And now I don't know what the fuck I've ever said in my whole life. Seagull! I promise, there was one. I didn't just do that. Unprompted. Although, if I did, I don't think many people would have been surprised either way. Um, I don't know how much time I've done. I don't know how much time I'm gonna be at when I get there. So I'm not gonna talk about the top 10 videos on the channel as of recording because I'm driving. Actually, hold on, I could pull over pretty soon and do that. Let me see if I can load it up quickly while I do that while driving. Make sure not to hit the 5 bikers on the cyclists. Because I don't have the money to heal them or fix my car if I did. Da 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 da. Also, you know, this is very minor and very annoying to me. The fucking upload rate that I managed to do was exactly like a month in between the fucking Sonic series and The Walking Dead. So like a new video will go up and then the fucking analytics tracker for the video a month ago will go away. So then my view count will drop despite getting more views. I'm like, fuck man, I just want to have 1,000 views on the channel once. Soon. Like hopefully next year. But fucking like 2 days ago it was at 800, now it's at 677. It's so stupid. And the parking lot I was gonna park at is full, so I can't even do the thing I was setting myself up to do. Unless I do it while driving now, because I'm honestly not on like a big road, so I think I have time. I don't know how to navigate I'm not gonna do it. It's the fucking app version. It's just not, I can't split my focus in 7 directions like that. I'm holding the camera, I'm driving, I'm talking, I'm trying to do something on my phone. Nah, that's too much. Hey, welcome back. Just splicing this part in because I was driving and I didn't have a chance to actually do it. Let's look at the top videos of this year, should we? Yeah, thank you. So, the number 1 video as of recording on the 23rd is... alright, so discounting the shorts. Number 1 video was... Chris Pratt has some serious drama with Charlie Day. At 241. Pretty good. Proud of that. Next up is a very recent one, the Doing Everything in My Power Not to Feed Children, number 2. Feeling good. Hey, actually, people did watch my narrations. Jeff the Killer was number 3. After that was number 4. Do I want to include the trailers? I'm not going to include the trailers. So number 4 would be Banjo-Kazooie. Nice. Next is Busting Open a Cold Boy with the Ones. It's gotta be one of my favorite titles I made for that series. The Killer Revealed. After that. I fucking forgot to keep counting. Alright, I have to do it again. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 was All Aboard, the beginning of the Sonic playthrough. Number 8 was the second video of that playthrough, Amy Goes Mad with Birthday Bloodlust. Number 9, the Tears of the Kingdom finale. I'm glad that actually got some good views. That was a long video. That was like probably the most footage I've come through into making one video so far. It'll be surpassed whenever I finish the Banzo best of, because that's gonna be so much footage. But I'll have that. But time for a later day. And then number 10 was Can Zelda Made Me Crying? Back when we went through the memories from Tears of the Kingdom. And then right below that, the honorable mentions of the Rusty Bucket Bane of Our Existence and the very first episode of Danjo Kazadam. so much good this year. And also, just like the number one short here's top 5 shorts of this year was just quality time spent with our boys. My first YouTube dollar. Jason Gets to Drive. Mario Movie 1993 remake. And Godlike Power Turns Me into a Child. So, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to throw this segment into the video real quick while it was on my mind. Back to me in the car. But some personal highlights for me, that I can think of for the channel was, I guess, first off, just like getting it running again and like having people watch the videos and like posting completing Banjo-Kazooie and then posting 2 other full games besides. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so proud of you. It took you most of the year to actually finish it, but hell yeah. Big ups. I still don't know why the fucking Banjo-Kazooie got like way more views than any individual episode, but hey, that's what that video is there for, I guess. And it didn't get rid of the views I got from the videos that were watched. So, it's ultimately just a bonus that I'm just confused at. I got out 2 creepypastas, which is something that I've been thinking about doing for way before I even, well, no, probably just as long, but like, and I'm gonna stop being like, this is the last time, go watch the Laughing Jack video. I put a lot of work into it. Like, I fucking did a background, like, audio effects. I did some, like, intelligent soundtrack stuff. And then, like, I got no reaction to it. Which is just, hey, those are the hands that you're dealt sometimes. All I can do is keep trying to retroactively plug it. Which I'll honestly, I don't think it's worked once. I don't think that it's gotten, like, any more significant views from any time I've plugged it. Which is fine. It's not, but, like, it has to be because I can't do anything about it, and being bitter gets me nowhere. But, I want to do more anyway. Like, maybe not even necessarily creepypastas. Like, I want to either read, like, Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. Ooh, maybe I should read the Percy Jackson books. Because no shade on Jesse Bernstein, the narrator who did the books for Audible and other audiobooks in general. I mean, Audible just hosts the audiobook. It was fucking the recording studio that did it. No shade to anyone involved, but I am personally dissatisfied with the performance. So maybe I should reread those. But then I would have to make sure I actually have the books. I can buy the books. I don't know. I want to read more because I fucking grew up on audiobooks and stuff. So, fuck, man. They've clearly had an influence on me, and I want to be a voice actor. So that's, like, literally it. That's that. So I want to, yeah. I don't give a fuck about the reception for it. Like, the gaming audience is not probably going to be interested in the books, but maybe some of you guys watching this, the podcast, you're like, hey, I like your voice too, and I'm like, hey, you got a nice voice as well, thank you. But that's just because I'm talking to me. Fucking anyway. I have some views on the videos where it's just me and no, like, visual interesting stuff going on, so maybe a book. Also, I definitely want to read Dracula, because that's a fucking really good book, and I want to do it. I'm fully stealing that idea from the overly sarcastic podcast, or, wow, Overly Sarcastic Productions. It's still OSP, isn't it? Yeah, a YouTube channel that already did it on like a live stream they were reading, and I was like, that was such a fun experience just hearing them read it, but also it's just a good book. I've already read it twice, technically. And yeah. Dracula has a mustache and no one talks about that. That part of his characterization is gone from modern portrayals. And that is a crime. Give me mustachioed vampire daddy or get the fuck out! That goes for you too, Lady Dimitrescu. Get a mustache or I'm sad now because I was gonna do a fucking playthrough of those Resident Evil games with one of the friends that is now gone from my life because they were in the Discord. Man, what a fucking shame. Like, the worst thing, I touched on this in the fucking top 10 videos that make me cry. Fucking, like, people leaving my life, or, like, a goodbye in general, easily some of the most traumatic experiences in my life. Because, fucking, I've invested in you, motherfucker. You can't just abandon me like that. Especially in the fucking circumstances where I had, like, a friend group of people that were not, like, introduced to each other yet, and then they meet each other through me, they end up falling in love, and then stop hanging out with me, and I'm just fucking, I lose 2 friends now, because I wanted to hang out with them both at once. That's happened to me twice, and it's fucking sucked both times. And I don't, fucking, it's content. I can ramble if I want, but I won't, like, I'll try to steer away from just pure bitching and moaning and woe is me-ing. But, like, man, I deserved better from the people I've chose to date. My first ex, I'm in good standing with now, and, like, we have love for each other still and are all good. We just don't talk that much because we have different lives. But, like, there's no anything there. Just, like, a shame that we didn't click when we crossed in each other's lives. But fucking my second ex, I will never forgive. Because I fucking, after years of, like, healing and, like, getting myself back up to, like, get back out there and put myself out there in the dating and everything, met someone who was in, like, a similar situation. We fucking, I thought, hit it off really well. And they were, like, as equally excited and everything to participate in any event that sometimes they had put forth. Like, they got upset when we couldn't, like, sleep in the same bed at my house, like, when we were dating. And then I got myself into, like, some minor argument with my parents about it, so we could. And then fucking, like, we hang out, and, like, she's also excited to, like, have sex and everything. We're having active conversations about it. And then fucking, like, just one day, just, hey, I think things have been moving fast. And, like, I don't think that we're ever gonna, like, I don't want to, like, put their business on blast. I'm not gonna name them, obviously, because I'm not a piece of shit. But fucking, like, 100% equally excited and enthusiastic for all participations and everything. Nothing ever even ended up happening, but just a fucking sudden blindside one day of a 180. And then just, like, no closure for me at all. Just, hey, here, this happened to you now, go deal with it on your own. I'm not gonna talk to you about it. And then fucking, like, really just talk to you in general again, ever. except to mention that at the fucking Thanksgiving party that was my idea, me, Adam, to even, like, have to begin with, I fucking, like, rubbed her back as, like, a fucking even, like, not even half mind, like, thing, just like, haha, funny, whatever, like you would do to a friend, or someone that you're trying to become friends with again, to ease the fucking tensions, and, like, you know, move on past the fact that you threw my heart in the fucking trash after I trusted you. And, like, I still love you a bit. So, like, I don't know. I'm dealing with that, and I just want to fucking touch the person I loved. But then, yeah, fucking first time you've texted me in months, it was to say, hey, don't touch me. That made me uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, sorry, message received, won't do that ever again. And then I go complain just to, like, commiserate to a friend in the Discord, I thought. It's like, man, this sucks, am I right? Still getting, like, kind of, like, I don't know, bad treated from my ex. I just wish this wasn't the case. And then that somehow blows up into, hey, can we just put this shit behind us? Because I didn't even think I was doing anything that bad, from her, like, 2 days later. And then, fucking, like, a week after that, hey, just to, like, ease tensions in the Discord and everything, it's a hard decision, but we're gonna have to, like, kick you. Not even just, like, remove me. Like, they didn't even soften their verbiage. Just, we're banning you because, we choose her. Simple as, essentially. We feel bad about it, but we're still gonna do it, and then fucking have a good life, bud. Which isn't exactly how it all went down. Like, I will give them credit, they didn't seem thrilled. But I doubt I'll talk to him again, and that sucks. Because now, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to fucking, don't give me free sympathy. This is just life. It happens. I've grown. I've learned, I have more experience. And, like, if anything, that fucking utter failure of a relationship was the final nail in the coffin for me being unconfident in myself, because I know I deserve better than what I was given there. So, I don't know. It led to the push of me downloading dating apps again, and then actually, like, putting effort into it. And I've met wonderful people throughout the year. If you're the one I'm talking to right now, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a fucking wild year. I've had sex like 3 times. Alright, this is the too much information portion of the podcast, so if you are under 18 or just don't want to hear about my sex life, goodbye. Timestamp on screen for when that part ends. I've had sex 3 times this year, and there was a bunch of, like, that's a first in and of itself, because I was a virgin at the beginning of the year. Believe it or not. Acting the way I do. I was on the fucking shittiest road in the county, so I just cut the segment there. The timestamp still applies, though, for those who don't want to hear it. Like, a lot of firsts today. Like, this today. Could you imagine if I said everything I'm about to and it all happened today? But yeah, no. Throughout the year, I've fucking sucked dick, fucking had someone finger me, I have had a foot job, I've had sex with a black person, which isn't like a big deal. It's just something new for me. I don't know, like I haven't even dated a black person yet. Just cause I fucking grew up in my area of Maryland, and there's just, I haven't, how do I phrase this without sounding like a racist? I haven't met many that I get to actually know. Like, you know, like there weren't many in my class or just in my life. I'm gonna stop talking now. I feel like I'm digging a hole. Like, I haven't said anything wrong, but I feel like I might. Just because I'm so nervous about it. About accidentally doing it. But yeah. Shout out to you. I won't say your name, but you know who you are if you still watch my channel. You're great and I love you. You tasted great too. I bought a new vape. It's just a whole bunch of new things today. I fucked it up again. Oh my god. Like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get monetized next year. That would be fucking astounding if I could get monetized by next year. Not buying. No fucking shot, dude. Alright, fuck, alright, I'm not gonna do it. So, I fucking was driving on this road earlier today, and now in front of the Jeep that's in front of me is the very same, like, Ford Model T car that I saw before I started recording this. Small world. Or, like, just convenient schedule. I don't know, like, I feel like that's noteworthy. And if I'm wrong, then fuck you. Who are you to tell me that? I was making sure I turned the mic back on before I started recording because I forgot to do that once. Yeah, I'll say that's, or I don't know. When I saw the car, that was the end of the sex talk. Or no, when I said that one joke that I was fucking wheezing at. I still think the hardest I've laughed on the channel was that podcast I did with fucking Dan when we were squirrels in New York Central Park back in fucking like 1800s, I think it was. Go watch that episode if you didn't. I'm so thankful for the people I do have in my life. Oh fuck! I forgot to write the fucking Snake Eater series with Sam. I also want to do that next year. Sorry I screamed that one time. But yeah, put that on the list in the earlier segment. I might actually even edit that in there. But yeah. I'm really thankful for anyone who's watched any of these videos, subscribed, left a comment, liked. Super thankful to my friend Dan. I would not be here without you at this point in my life. I'll never be able to phrase just how much you mean to me. And like, I'm so proud of like what you've done in your life. It's so fucking awesome, dude. Like, hell yeah. I'm just like glad that you're in my life as well. Shout out to my friend Jake, fucking rock solid dude, solid mechanic friend, and like my personal mechanic. Honda gang for life, yee. My fucking Rocket League partner. AKA my I don't think I've tried to make videos with him in Rocket League, but I just haven't actually ever gotten around to it yet because I don't know how to make those videos yet. I feel like I want to have a big, like, grab bag funny moments for those. Otherwise, it just won't be interesting because I'm not that good. But anyway, me and him play Rocket League a lot. He was my hard carry until I got good, like 100 hours in. Love that man to death. Thank you for being in my life as well. Shout out to Sam Barinos, the fucking guy who made a good podcast with me, is gonna make a great series with me. And I have known for a while. Thanks for introducing me into, like, a really happy 6 months of this year that ended poorly, but oh well. Hopefully you stick around. Hard cut to no. I took a wrong turn. I'm driving to work right now. This isn't the way home. Oopsie. Damn it. Well, shout out to my friend Megan. I don't think you watch any of these videos. If you do, it's... Sorry I said that. You're gonna appear in a series at one point. Second longest known friend in my life at this point. You're great. I love you to death. I love hanging out with you. We need to do that a lot more. My friend and coworker, Selena, you have absolutely zero to do with this channel, but I love you just outside of that. I'm just thanking everyone I know right now. Love you. Good friend, coworker, boss, technically. Weird thing to think about. The friends that I just don't talk to that much anymore, but, like, I snap you every now and then. There's a lot of you guys. I love you still, even though we just don't interact as much. My friend Tim, fucking Captain Football, busiest man I know. I love you. I hope your life settles out sometime next year. That way we can hang out more. I would love to do, like, a lot of content with you, buddy. Or hell, I'd love to make a podcast with you. I should get on that. I should talk to you about that. But yeah, I'm just really grateful that, like, despite all the turmoil and, like, mental health moment, I've fucking, like, self-harmed multiple times this year. It's been a fucking struggle year. Like, worst year of the pandemic was this one for me. But hey, here we are, fucking end of the year, baby, you and me. I had an idea before I started recording this that, like, halfway through I would time the upload. That way, at some point, it would be, like, it would cross over into New Year's. But now that I'm actually here, that feels like a lot more work than I want to do. So I won't. And that's that. But yeah, fucking we made it, baby. Let's go. And we only got fucking, the ball has only just begun to roll. I have zero intentions of giving up on this channel or this life anytime soon. And I feel like I can say that confidently. I don't have therapy anymore, and I'm off my meds for like a month, but I'm feeling good. I don't have a plan in my life, and I'm constantly scared of making big choices, but I'm feeling great. I bought some drugs that I have legally in this state. I have beautiful friends. I have beautiful people I'm talking to in my life. And I have 2 beautiful dogs. And you know what? There's clouds out now, but the sun will always shine. And you know what? I feel like that's a really good note to end this episode on. So, unless I check back later and realize that I need to fill time and there's going to be a segment, a hard cut earlier, I don't know. I feel like this will be the end of it. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? You'll know. I don't. But I'll splice this into the end. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next year. Goodbye.